Hello, DANIELYUCK here. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate you. In today's video, I want to take some time and I want to share with you all how round shaders heal. By the end of this video, you will be well acquainted and know how round shaders heal on human skin. However, should you have any questions at any point throughout this video, I'm going to encourage you to drop a comment down below. I will do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this for you all. I do also have social medias under the same name as this YouTube channel. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I would truly appreciate the support over there as well. Should you enjoy my content and find my channel helpful, consider becoming a Patreon or sending over a super thanks, as I would greatly appreciate your support. With that being said, let's dive straight on into this. Right here I have the blowouts that I did on myself a while back. For those who are not familiar, I did do a video on blowouts, so be sure to check that out. I'll link it for you below and I'll card it up here on the video for you all. Some things that I want to demonstrate here within this video are round shaders and how they heal. I want to go ahead and pull a nice clean saturated line with a round shader, and I also want to pull some lines that contain rake marks and those little streak marks that we see within round shaders. And by the end of this video, we will see how those sort of streaks do heal on a human skin. For this demonstration, I'm going to be using the AI Tinnitus Sketch Steam Tattoo Machine. I'm also going to be using Formula 23 tattooing ink from Intense, and I'm also going to be using Pink Glide for moistening my skin here. I will leave links for you in the description below so you can check out this on your end. For this demonstration, I'm going to be using a Rain Standard 14 round shader. I'm going to be demonstrating with this tattoo needle right here. I'm also using MD wipeouts as well to wipe away the excess ink. So with that being said, let's get on into the demonstration here. So for this demonstration, I'm going to be running at 7 volts even, and then I'm going to start off by pulling some lines, then we can take a look at them when I'm done here. So here we have a couple of round shader streaky rakey lines right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a video every single day for about 10 to 15 days, so that way we can get a good idea as to how these heal over time. This right here is going to be a demonstration that's pretty much universal to all round shaders, whether it's a smaller round shader or even an Inkclaw 111 round shader. The results are going to be very similar with most round shaders, as round shaders are more prone to streaking and inconsistent lines. I just wanted to confirm that this is going to be a demonstration here for healing round shaders on human skin, and this is going to again apply to most round shader sizes. We are now going to be taking a look at the healing process over the span of about 18 to 19 days. You can see right here that the tattoo is fresh. This is going to be day 1 right here. There is some Sanoderm over it, so it is a little bit distorted. However, that'll be removed around day 3 or so. But you can see day 1, there is some bleeding going on there. Here we have day 2, there's some more oozing on that top line. The line that I'm interested the most is going to be the third line from the top. Here we have day 3, and you can see that there is gradual bleeding, meaning the ink is settling little by little each and every day. The idea is to see how these round shaders heal over a series of days. We are now on day 4, and you can still see that there's still settling going on, especially on those top 2 lines. I'm very curious to see if that third line bleeds in and we lose those rake marks there. We are on day 5, but there still is Sanoderm over these marks right here, so when we remove it, we're going to get a better look at it. Day 6, the Sanoderm is removed, and this is what the round shader markings are looking like. There is a lot of settling going on those top 2 lines. However, that third line, you can see those rake marks are still there, and we're not getting any bleed on that line. We are now on day 7, and you can see that we're still getting these sort of gradual healing results where the top 2 lines are healing and bulging out quite a bit, and that third line is also healing, but the streaks are remaining. We are now on day 8, and I think that it's very clear by now that that third line specific, those rake marks, they're not going to go anywhere. There wasn't enough ink deposited for it to settle and spread under the skin, so therefore therefore these are the results that we're going to get. We are now on day 10, approaching day 11, and you can see though those top two lines, the ink was kind of deposited with an improper application, so much so that if this was a design that required lines to be that close together, we're going to notice that they're going to start bleeding into each other, as we see those top two lines doing here. Around right now, we can get a good idea as to how these lines are going to live out the rest of their life now. So around this time in the healing phase, we should be able to kind of see the integrity of the tattoo. If some lines are going to be too thick, if some lines are going to be too thin, if some lines are going to fall out, you get the idea. All of that would have been answered around this time frame in the healing process. So around day 16, that top line is really bold, bolder than I would have wanted. The second line isn't technically correct, as it doesn't have a nice consistent look. That third line, and we're on day 17, is not fully saturated, so therefore I don't find it consistent. That last line, I find that one the best line out of all of these lines right here. It is nice, consistent, and it is saturated as well. This is also a great example as to what improper application looks like, so you can get a good idea as to what round shaders are going to heal like if we're applying tattoos incorrectly using round shaders. Moving on to day 19, it's clear and evident that those top two lines were improperly applied and they are bleeding more than I would want, and you can see there's some texture going on there as well. The third line, the rake marks are not going to go away, and that's also evident. And on that last line, that's probably the best line out of all these lines right here, as it is saturated, consistent, and it does have a nice consistent line weight. We are now on day 20 of healing, and as you can see on that third line, all of the rake marks are still there. They did not go away throughout the healing process. These are pretty much the final results right here. Granted, over time there is going to be a little bit more healing in the same manner that it's currently healing now. It is going to spread a little bit. The ink is going to settle, but I hope you can kind of get the idea on the direction of healing after watching it heal for 20 days. Let's take a look at a side-by-side comparison of the healing results from fresh to healed. On the left, we have the round shader markings fresh, newly done. On the right, we have the round shader markings 20 days into healing. I do feel like the visuals here say a lot more than I can. We can easily see, and on multiple fronts here, what the results are of improper tattooing application. Now, essentially, none of these are ideal. I would say the closest to ideal is that bottom round shader marking. All of the other ones are kind of over and underdoing. The top two round shader markings, I would say, are overworked and over applied, simply because when the original lines were inputted, you can see how they healed a lot more bolder. So what I feel happened is there was too much ink applied to this small area, and when the lines settled and healed, there was a lot of bleeding and spreading going on, and this is something that I want to avoid. I want my line weights to always heal and hold true to their initial integrity when they were initially put in. So you can see that this is a clear sign of improper application, and this is something that I would personally want to avoid. I overworked and I applied too much ink for this area right here, and this is going to come down to my application, hand speed, voltage. Needle depth as well has a big role to play on the healing results here that we are looking at. On the third line, you can see that on day 1, the rake marks and the line wasn't as dark, and the rake marks are really apparent, but you can also see on the day 20 that the line did settle in a little bit up top. However, the rake marks are still there. They're still visible. I feel like this is a combination of improper application. I was at the wrong angle and I wasn't at the right depth either. So these are the results that we're looking at. Whenever lines tend to be done in this manner, these are the healing results. So if we do a line and we're wondering if it's going to heal and bold out and blacken out or even darken, and you see noticeable rake marks as you see here, chances of it healing the same way are great. We want nice, clean, solid, saturated lines. And when we pull a line, we will be able to immediately see those results. Going based off of these healing results here in this video, I can comfortably say that if you're noticing apparent rake marks within your round shader lining, chances are that they're going to heal that way. So try to focus more on the technical application, the right angle, positioning, posture. Try to get all of that aligned, so that way when you are pulling round shader lines, you can do nice, clean, consistent, solid, one-pass saturated lines. I think that that's more of a healthier approach to approach it than try to build up lines using a round shader. I do feel like the fourth bottom line there in the round shader markings is the best line that healed. It did stay true to its line weight integrity. As you can see, the rake marks did settle in a little bit more and kind of go away because there was more ink deposited in that area. Again, that comes down to hand speed, voltage, needle depth, angle, technical application, so to speak. But there you have it. These are the healing results using round shader tattoo needles. If you have any questions at all, I encourage you to please drop a comment down below, and I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this for you all. I do also have social medias under the same name as this YouTube channel. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I would truly appreciate your support over there as well. If you enjoy my channel and find my content helpful, consider becoming a Patreon or sending over a super thanks, as I would greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. You have a great day.